There are four main issues and threats affecting space technology. One of the major issues right now is the cost of putting a satellite or person into space. Once in space, astronauts face health risks, which limit how long they can stay in space. This includes radiation damage, muscle loss, bone loss, and heart problems. Space debris left behind from previous launches, satellite collisions, and discarded satellites float around, potentially damaging new satellites and even the space station. Space technology is also being pursued by rogue nations so that they can launch long-range attacks on perceived enemies, potentially starting a war. China first developed rockets using gunpowder hundreds of years ago. In 1500, an official in the Ming Dynasty attached 47 small rockets to a chair to launch himself into space. He disintegrated in a massive explosion, with no body parts ever found. Modern rocket technology was refined in the early 20th century. The first orbiting satellite was built by the Soviet Union and launched in 1957. The first orbiting space station was launched in 1971. The most recent and much larger space station is the International Space Station, launched in 1998. Because of the high cost of launching rockets and the health problems faced by astronauts in space, we have difficulty in deep space exploration. There are more than 100 million pieces of orbital debris. These are moving up to 10 kilometers per second and can damage satellites and poke holes in the space station. Some nations like North Korea are continuously pursuing space technology so that they can strike at perceived enemies. These weapons are hard to stop once launched and can lead to mass casualties. If we do not find a cheaper way to launch into space, all manned space exploration will stop. Space junk could start affecting communications and block new satellite launches. Some nations could not only launch missile attacks, but they could also shoot down our satellites. Cheaper launch vehicles with reusable rockets are being developed. These should drive the costs down and allow countries to launch more missions. The most important action to reduce space debris currently is to prevent the unnecessary creation of additional orbital debris. This can be done through better vehicle design with reusable rockets. It will be difficult to stop unfriendly nations from getting space technology, but through diplomacy and economic tools, we can likely preserve the peace and minimize conflict.